episode 250 of the Calcio Guys with Gianni. I'm Nicholas. Adriano unfortunately couldn't join us tonight, but we have friend of the show. First appearance. It's been a while since we have someone make their first appearance on the show. Friend of Gianni's, local Laziale, Lucas. How's it going?
Thank you guys for having me. Yeah. Forza Lazio, sempre.
I've always wanted to have Lucas on for the longest time, so I'm happy that we finally got him on. So
thank you.
Bringing the energy on a Wednesday night at 9:12 p.m. when most of us are brain dead. Lucas got the Lazio energy, and I mean, your team's brought a ton of energy this season. We'll talk about that. There are a couple of things I want to talk about before we get into the nitty gritty. 250 episodes. It's insane, Gianni. Just want to thank everyone who supported us throughout the years, listened to us on whether it be YouTube or through our platforms, Speaker, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to your podcast. You can also follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the usual. But at the same time, somber weekend in the Serie A with Eduardo Bove. We do want to just say, obviously, classic thoughts and prayers. Mm-hmm. Great that it seems that he's fine. We don't know if, obviously, we don't want to speculate here. We don't want to, there's rumors whether his career is done or whatnot. At the end of the day, what matters is he's still here. And scary moment this weekend, Fiorentina Inter. It seems like Fiorentina is getting, unfortunately, it's always these sad moments, and it's scary, seeing what happened on the pitch. But, we just wanted to say thank God that he's okay. I don't know if you guys have anything to add about that.
Well, I mean, from what I saw, apparently there was a lesion in his left.
Ventricle.
Ventricle. That's what it was. I'm thinking of the name in Italian because I read it. We saw it in Italian, but I was just lesion, which is scary stuff. But that's allegedly. It's not confirmed yet. But if so, that's very unfortunate for him. He was we liked him. I liked him at Roma. He was one of the during Mourinho's era, one of those kids that okay, Mourinho saw promise in him and stuff. So I hope the kid does come back at some point. But if it's gonna be at the risk of his life or any further of his health, then no, don't do it. Just stay out of it, just for your safety. But you, Lucas, what do you think about that?
Honestly, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, Davide Astori. Style, that's first thing, and I just didn't even want to it was just negative. I feel so bad. I don't even know how anyone could be dealing with that issue. Obviously health first, but it's a pretty big shock.
Yeah,
for the league.
Yeah, if anything, you see the players' reactions right on the pitch. I forget which player was on Fiorentina. He was in tears. When I saw that, that's what I knew. Shit, that's scary. But thankfully the medics were there fast too. I know there was, if you guys saw, there was that little video of Barella and Mandragora arguing with one of the paramedics, which, I don't know what the protocols are, but it kind of gives a bad look when there's arguments going on and someone is in need of medical attention. Obviously, everything, went down. Obviously they got to him in time, but yeah, just a weird, that was a bit weird. I'm not going to lie. Again, not a medical expert, so don't want to get too involved with that. But Lucas, we do want to talk some calcio. We have a tradition here. When someone joins us for the first time, we want to, we like to ask, how did you get into calcio? And talk to us about your love for Lazio as well.
So Lazio, I'll start off by this. When I'm 10 years old, I'm starting to play FIFA 99. I think it was FIFA 2000, and that was the year the year after Lazio had won the Scudetto. So I'm playing on my Windows 95, or I think or no, maybe not Windows 95, but I think it was my first brand new computer, and I'm playing FIFA all the time. My brother says, Lazio's the best team, so I'm just playing with Lazio all the time. Yap Stam, I'm scoring 5 goals every game with Crespo. It's just murdering everybody on the pitch. So that was my beginning of playing with Lazio. Also, my family's from La Regione della Lazio, so I always felt that was my connection to the team. I never ever had any sentiment toward Roma. ever. It's for me that, like, there's I really like hockey, Montreal and stuff like that, and the rivalry, Montreal-Toronto. But Roma-Lazio, the rivalry is just like I get anxiety watching a game. You know what I'm saying? So like over the years, I kept on watching it. In Canada, like broadcasting, like for lack of a better term, sucks or has sucked. And now, like with things like DAZ and the Zone and the Fubo TV, I have like access to watching the games. And TLN doesn't count because, like, it doesn't count because they show one game here, one more game there, and they're not showing Lazio. They're probably gonna. They were used to be showing Milan, Juve, those games.
Parma-Empoli.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? So.
Hey, respect your Europa League winners, Parma. Okay, talk about Hernan Crespo. You want to talk about the legend that he is? Come on, you can't talk crap about Parma.
Okay. I respect that, but and I think 2009 was like when I got my first laptop, I guess, and I just started like streaming games, watching them all the time, making sure I followed them, and well, one of the I wasn't a big regret, but in 2013 when Lazio beat Roma for the Coppa Italia, I was in Las Vegas and I was able to watch the ending of the game. And I was very happy. That game I think like cemented like the future. Like, like I don't know how to put this. If it went the other way, Lazio wouldn't have that that thing above Roma. But also, I'm very biased here, so. And I told Johnny before, I said, I'm coming in this, like, Lazio's the best. For me, Lazio in my eyes, the best.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I want him to come in guns blazing.
Like, I just love that. And I love Lazio. I love everything about it. I named my kid Lucio after Lucio Battisti, the famous Italian singer that's a Lazio fan. So my wife maybe doesn't know that part, but she'll find out.
Just to listen to the show.
No. But that's neither there nor here. But Lazio's in my it's in my blood. I like we have a. I mean, I didn't start it. Like when I was in university, I was like the only person that I knew that liked Lazio. But now all of a sudden, there's these guys that are coming out of the woodwork, young guys, and they started this SS Lazio Fan Club Montreal. So they watch. They're on RDP. I'm in St. Dorothy in Laval. I can't go all the way to RDP all the time. So they're super chill. And on Instagram we have a group chat and we're always debating things. And the season's exciting this year. It's much more exciting than last. So things are good. Things are. I'm optimistic.
Well, you must have connected with a friend of ours, Nando Musano. No, like isn't he also like?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He's another big Laziale. I'm not sure probably you've connected with him throughout the years and stuff, but he's a friend of the show and stuff. And
I see him comment on this Football 24/7 group. I don't know if it's still alive, this group on Facebook.
Oh, man, no, I was in that group too, remember?
Vocal, man, this guy.
My God, that group was. Remember when? Hold on, what was it? There was the guy John Maeda. He's always.
There's some really like.
Unless
opinionated people, like I don't know.
Because I left that group, but like there was like guys like Jake, he was oh my God, what was his team? But he would comment in hockey, and then he joined the football one. Like there was some like great names, and there's some funny interactions throughout the years. Holy hell, that's a throwback! I completely forgot about that group.
I honestly, I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to it.
So they probably got disbanded.
But it's funny, Lucas. You're not the first Laziale to come onto the show and talk about naming, their kid after a Lazio connection because we had Sean McIntosh come on a few years ago.
I love that guy. He's so cool, man.
Yeah,
he's so cool.
And at the time, his wife was pregnant with their first child, and he said, if he could get an Acerbi jersey signed, he'll name his son Leone. And he said that on the podcast. Acerbi saw it. Sent him a jersey.
No way.
Lo and behold, his
that's
son's
amazing.
named Leone.
That's amazing. Goosebumps. I just got goosebumps. That's pretty sad.
Look, we want to talk about the season. It's been all positive. And when Gianni, told me he wanted to have you on, I was like, yeah, perfect timing for Lazio. They're having a great season, this and that. And then boom, 3-1 loss to Parma.
Absolutely.
First loss in almost 2 months. The last loss in City, I was October 19th to Juve, and their only other losses were Fiorentina in September and Udinese and Lazio. So it's, November was their only month so far without a loss, but it's one loss per month. That's a good track record. But I mean, watching the game, what did you make of this one on the weekend against Parma?
Oh man, it was tough. It was tough because Rovella scored that goal, screamer, absolute beauty, and then they call it back with the VAR because he slapped the guy in the face like 10 minutes before. You know what I mean? Like, okay, VAR is cool and all, but it sucks when it affects you, obviously. So it also sucked because the guy loves Lazio now. Like, he's ingrained into the team. It was tough. It was tough also, like, you're at the edge of your seat. Tati scores the goal there to cut the lead by 1, and then they were pushing up. They had no last man back, and then they solidified their victory with the 3-1 win with that third goal. It was tough to watch, but look, I said this to the group of Lazio fans in our thread. Like, Baroni wasn't a sexy name coming into the season as a coach. And I said, okay, look, it might not be sexy. There's a lot of coaches that weren't sexy names coming in, and he's doing amazing. Like, I don't know how else to put this. Like, when Sarri came in last year or 3 years ago, there was all this excitement and stuff like that, and ultimately, it was like it's like you're an F1 car. Your engine's amazing, but you just can't make the finish line. Or reach the finish line. And right now, I'm optimistic, man. The team is playing well. And does it kill me to say Chiro's not on the team? Because I love Chiro. I loved him the way he left. Obviously, it's not the best way for a player to leave. Like, to end his career at Lazio. But anyways, optimism, playing amazing. Was the loss an indication of how they're playing? No, I think it was just a bump in the road. They shouldn't have lost to Juve, and they shouldn't have lost to Fiorentina. Like, those two games, it killed me. And on top of that Juve game, I'm sorry if I'm going on a tangent here, but that Juve game, I think they got a red card, so they played like most of the game a man down, and then I think they scored in the 84th minute, if I recall correctly. But we could have easily ended that game in a tie with a man down. There, I said it.
That's some bold words right there. Man. Honestly, though, I like the fact that you brought up Maurizio Sarri because I've had the chance of enjoying him. Like, when he had his time at Napoli, I always felt like he was a creative manager and stuff, and he like did bring sometimes something different to the club. What do you think, like, Barone is doing completely different compared to Sarri? Like, what like, for somebody who's probably hasn't paid too much attention to Lazio throughout the years, right? How would you explain the difference in, like, how the team has been playing from one manager to the next?
Okay, so this is one thing that used to, like, grind my gears with Sarri. They used to start the game. Like, let's say you start the game with the possession. They would do this stupid thing where everyone would push up, and then the midfield or defenseman would take the ball and he would shoot the ball in.
Yeah.
And then give away possession, because I guess their attempt was to score, but they did that every single game, and they're not doing that anymore. That's one thing for me. I think that everyone's on board and there's just a good connection with everybody. I mean, even last year, we ended the year with what's his name? I don't remember, the Croatian guy. The Croatian coach after Sarri left, things were he wasn't going to work with Guendouzi, so Lutito with his 3 phones. Yes, 3 phones.
3 phones. That was one of my questions. How many phones?
I googled it. I checked it. There's 3, and they're all flips. Okay,
they're all burner phones. That's why.
And then so he made a decision. Like, he found somebody. For some reason, Lazio has this amazing connection with Hellas Verona and just taking their players and developing them to the next level. I guess they did the same thing with the coach. But I'm happy that you don't see – I mean, obviously they're playing better. But if you look at Corriere dello Sport and you don't see the coach being annoyed or comments about the coach, this player this player that, like you're not hearing. Let me say this. I don't know, players not being content in the locker room. That's what I'm saying, and I think that's good. That's a great start. And look, I guess Cheeto not being there. Yes, okay, I'm sad, but Tati Castellanos, he's playing a much better game. Zaccagni, I mean, I know you guys were talking about the Nacional. What's his name? Bello Brini was on your show, and he was talking about the Nazionale. There's players that are not supposed to be on that team that are Zaccagni should be, okay? That's it. Zaccagni's supposed to be there. And I'm not saying it because I'm a Lazio fan. That guy's a fan. How many goals does he have? He has 5 goals in one of the hardest leagues in Europe. Please, don't start me now. So
no one's starting with you. Talk your shit.
So that's sorry if I went on a tangent there, but
no, but no, it's I feel like as if Zaccagni is a player that sometimes doesn't get talked about enough. Like in the Euros this year, he extended our Euro tournament by scoring that goal. We have to, I know, you could say right place, right time, but you need somebody to put that ball in the net. And
you could say the same thing about Calafiori, or right pass, right time. But everyone's talking about Calafiori, but Zaccagni's goal is what? Which I respect. I totally respect. Calafiori. The pass was a bijou.
I know, but the shot itself was just beautifully placed. It was perfectly placed. It just top right. Oh my God.
The Tiragir.
No, I know Tiragir, but the Croatian goalkeeper.
Livakovic? Is that his name?
Is it? Like, my brain's not working right now, but yeah, he had no chance.
I could picture his face. I think his name's Livakovic.
Yeah, no chance on that. Yeah.
He's just good. I don't understand. Put some respect on his name. Spalletti needs to put respect on. I honestly, maybe it's because I have like a bit of an inferiority complex on this part, but I really feel like people shit on Lazio just to shit on Lazio, and they're not. Oh, you're a Lazio fan? Why? That kind of stuff. That's the kind of interaction I get. What do you mean? Why? Why are you? Why are you a Juve fan? Oh, okay. They won 13 billions of Scudetti. Congrats, bud.
Oof, Nick, you gonna take that?
Yeah, I said it.
I mean, that's not the reason I'm a Juve fan. So
but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
But we're talking about Serie A. They're in fifth right now. It's weird table because they're at 28 points. Fiorentina 28 points. Inter 28 points. Sure, yes, they have that game to be played, but either they each get a point or one of them lose. But at the end of the day, fifth, more points than Juve, more points than Milan, and even more importantly, more points than Roma. At this point in the season, 14 games in, almost at the halfway point. Is this what you're expecting at all, or is this, surpassed expectations?
This one's for Johnny. Okay. Lazio, I'm not surprised where they are. Roma, shock.
Just
shock.
Reaction.
Shock because.
Shock
because.
People have to be.
And British. No. So I remember I alluded to this before. That Fiorentina lost. They shouldn't have lost that team. I think they were winning 1-0, and then Fiorentina scored 2. I think to win the game. We should have won that game. We should be in, and ultimately we shouldn't have even lost the Parma game. So we should not be where we are. We should be even higher. But new coach, a lot of new players, new meshing, I guess, and building a chemistry. Some random guys like Gigot coming out, and Europa League's we're doing fantastic in Europa League, which is good. Consistency. I think we're doing better at a lot of things. We just need to be better at being consistent in Serie A. Europa League, I think we're doing fine. Just keep doing it. I try always, every season, I try to be optimistic. Last year was so hard, man. Even if we were in Champions League last year, It was very difficult to be optimistic. But I'm happy where we are. I'm happy with the team. I'm happy that Lazio has, I think on Sunday, Sunday, they started 4 or 5 Italians. Like, I think Lazio is one of the teams that starts a lot of Italian players. And I think that's good for the league. I think that's good for Italy in a nutshell. And hopefully they're going to put some more respect on Provedel's name now that Vicario is probably going to be out for a bit of time, and give him another call up. Probably going to be like second or third goaltender, but still love him anyways. I love my Lazio players.
Well, I mean, Vicario himself, like he maybe it's not like his best season, but last year, how many clean sheets did he have? Like, wasn't there like a crazy amount or something?
I have no idea. I don't even follow the EPL or whatever they're calling it. But was he with Tottenham last year?
Or was it the year before? Yeah, wait, hold on.
Yeah, he's still there.
Was he with Udinese? Yeah, he was with Udinese before. Or he's from
Empoli. He was with Empoli.
Yeah.
Oh, Vicario, right? Yeah. I don't think he was ever.
I think he's from Venice or Udinese.
He's from Udine.
Udine.
I think he was part of the youth programs there.
And that's why they started
the youth program.
Yeah.
The youths.
The youth program.
But he never played a game with Udinese.
Why did I say Venice? I don't know why I said Venice. I think it's Friuli Venezia. No, yeah. Udinese, I think, is in Friuli Venezia Giulia.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, Europa League, they're in first. So, if you had a chance to choose one trophy, Europa League or Scudetto, which one would you choose?
I think if we won Serie A, I'd cry. Because, I was alive in 2000 or 99 there.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's 24 years, man. All the pain of people saying, "Oh, Lazio sucks. You know, like that builds up. It's like, I don't know, you guys are gonna laugh at me. I'm a Jets fan, New York Jets fan. So like, even that, you know what it's like, just being like put down all the time. So I think Serie A, if we continue on this pace, I think Serie A would be the best thing. Like Europa is good for, I guess, getting experience for our players for like the future. But like I can't say don't go for one or for the other. But which one would feel better? I think Serie A. My heart would be complete. I'd shove it in everybody's face. That's for sure, no doubt. And I'd be like ecstatic.
Well, I mean, like it would add you another European trophy that you can hold over Roma's head.
Yeah, but you see, I like that you brought that up because you see, I feel like I'm the president of the Gianni, you can only like one team club. Okay.
No, trust me. Everyone's the president. Everyone is a subscribed member. Everyone's a president. Everyone's the treasurer. Everyone is in that club. I think I got
my invite to this club. Lucas, I don't think you sent it to me. I lost in the mail. Canada Post on strike.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot.
Nick, you're part of it because you're family, so you get in right away. So you don't even have to get a membership; you're automatically.
I think everybody is their own, and then we all tell Johnny. We just like it's all like radiating towards them.
Oh man, the amount of times that I have one of my best friends. His name is Jordan. Every once in a while, like I'll write a comment on Twitter about like, wow, like. Something along the lines of, I can't believe you support this or whatever. And it doesn't have to be anything about sports. It has nothing to do about sports. He's like, look who's talking, Mr. Sports 2 teams. Without fail.
It doesn't make sense. What's it called? There's a GIF from Superbad where Seth turns around and he says, people don't forget.
Yeah, people don't forget. They don't. And every once in a while, like there'll be like a random on Twitter be like, hey, how come wait, you support two teams? What the hell? And I'm just there like, okay, I have to explain the whole.
You have to do the whole thing. You know what you
I
do?
feel
Just
like you haven't
paste.
copy pasted your explanation.
Yeah.
I've just been doing it for so long that I just know it by heart now.
Back to Lazio. In terms of players, is there anyone who's surprised you this season? Maybe I guess you could say disappointed a bit.
Disappointed. I don't. Okay, disappointed. Maybe it's because I'm biased and I just don't really. I never got on this bandwagon, and that's Patrick, whatever. The guy is Spanish. I don't know. He has like probably like 10,000 names because he's from Spain. But I just don't. I'm always disappointed. Even if he scores a goal, I'm just never going to be happy with him. So he's my disappointment. The person I'm happiest, obviously, is Nuno Tavares. How could you not? The guy's just he's a mailman. He's just like servicing, he's just delivering assists. And how could you not be happy about that, man? Like the guy's feeding Castellanos, Zaccagni, Dia, and then obviously Pedro just doing his thing. Like I love that guy.